Hello everyone, I'm Valentina and I'm a physicist. And 1 year ago I had this brilliant idea to start a PhD in Scotland. Now starting a PhD is very complicated on its own, but what makes it really challenging for me is dealing with people. Being at a party where everyone knows that we are doing a PhD, and even I know that no matter how I try to hide in that corner, out of the light, there will be that guy approaching me and asking, "What is your research about?" And I hate this question. I hate this question because I had to answer to that, and what usually happens is that I try to deal with that, having a very strong drinks, and try to hope that people don't fall asleep in front of me. Because if I'm at the corner and then I'm wearing heels at the party, it's very difficult to step on that. I tried to work around this question, and I wanted to share it with you tonight. So I'm still at the corner, I'm still holding my strong drink, of course. But when I see people approaching me this time, I just quickly take out my phone and check on the hot topic on Twitter. So, let's see. Hashtag distractingly sexy. You don't want to use this one to avoid the cheesy pickup lines. Hashtag Chris Pratt fighting dinos. That's hot, but in another sense. Hashtag Terminator, Mission Impossible, Mad Max. I'm pretty sure that's how Twitter would have looked like in the 90s. Hashtag there it is, the one topic you know a lot about, and people can talk about for hours, and you can describe your research with that. So now when people will ask me the question, I will just make sure to put a clear reference to that topic in my answer. Can you please help me with that? Can you please ask me, what is your research about?
What's your research about?
I build lightsaber. Pretty impressive, huh? I said also can change color. I made it myself, so that's why I got paid. I did notice the tiny things on the side. If you don't know what they are, it means you haven't seen the new Star Wars trailer. And I don't want to speak to you anymore, but I have a kind heart, so I'm gonna explain you. So it's the new model of the lightsaber. I also made it myself. And there's been a lot of arguing out there on the internet if it's a good thing, if it's gonna work. And actually, I like it. I like it a lot, and I think it was finally time to have it. I mean, if you consider Luke Skywalker is losing an hand during a fight. Anakin Skywalker, I lose an hand during a fight. So I started to think about this theory that losing hands when you fight with lightsaber is not an accident, it's a genetic disease. It's something that you can inherit as if you're male of the family Skywalker. Someone should study about that. This one is actually medical research to avoid cutting your hands. Talking about medical research, I have to be 100% honest with you and tell you that my trick doesn't work all the time. Because there is one guy, like that guy over there, I know. There's always the smart ass that is looking at you and all the time you're fun talking about Star Wars, but he's staring at you all the time, and you know that something bad is gonna happen, because when everything is finishing, laughing and having its good time, let's come back to you and say, no, what is your research about, for real? Well, I don't really build lightsaber, surprise, surprise. But I make tools, and this tool is made with laser. Yeah, what is it? Optical... What? Optical... Optical what? Optical tweezers. You know this kind of tweezers, they have the light on top, so it helps you to trim your bashy eyebrows, smart ass. No, nothing like that, because those are actually useful in real life. And no, that's not how academic research is working. For the optical tweezers, what you need is a powerful laser, and you focus in a tiny spot, and now if you put a microsphere on this spot, it stays trapped. It's kind of magic, and then you can move it around as if we were using tweezers, therefore the name. The smartest is still there. Yeah, what do you use them for? Now I have to do a little disclaimer. If there is any mathematician, not you guys, you're gonna like this, or physicist, it's the time to leave the room. Because even though I'm a physicist, I turn to the dark side. And now I'm doing biology. I know what they say, that there is just one pure science, is mathematics, is beautiful, and if you're not good enough, then you do theoretical physics. And if you're not good enough, you do experimental physics. And I didn't know there was a lower level, but here I am doing biology. And it's been fucking hard. I have double the supervisor, one for physics, one for biology, which doesn't mean I have the double the help. It just means I have the double of the people I can misunderstand. I had to study a lot to get biology. It's plenty of names, and most of them are difficult. Take cellular mitosis, which is the process for which cells duplicate themselves. It has 5 phases, which are, stay with me, interphase, prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase. Can I have an applause, please? I remember all those names. Anyway, the reason I remember those is because I came up with a trick. I made an acronym out of them, so we have IPMAT. Idiot, pass me another tequila. I wonder why I get drunk every time I study biology. When I'm not drunk, I can actually do experiment. And to do experiment, I take my cells and I put it into my chamber. And I turn on my optical tweezers. I drop my beads, and what I do now, I just punch, pull, stretch. I do everything I can to annoy my cells. I like to call it the tiniest torture chamber in the history. It's like if it were in Star Wars, it could be probably the trash disposal, but without the hookahs. Sometimes at night, when I'm alone in the lab, when I'm the last living, I just get really close to the chamber, and I just hear them screaming, "No, please, not me! I still have 6 hours to live!" The other day I was playing Inquisition against these poor innocent cells, and it finally hits me. I like biology. I'm a physicist, but I like biology. And it's not because I can wear a lab coat most of the time. And it's not even because I can impress all my smart theoretical physicists with words they cannot understand. And it's not even because all this bullshit about understanding how life is working. It's because of the power. It's the power that you have when you have your cells stuck in your chamber, and you can just decide to kill them with a laser. It's the closest things that law allowed me to do up to now than having a real working lightsaber. So for the moment being, I just have to admit that I'm being seduced by biophysics, biology, and I can finally admit that I've been corrupted by the dark side of physics.